Isn't there a special kind of magic in the moments just before a trip begins? It's that feeling of pure, bubbling excitement that starts with a single thought. Maybe you saw a picture, heard a story, or just spun a globe and let your finger land on a place that called to you. Suddenly, your imagination is off and running. You start picturing yourself walking down unfamiliar streets, hearing languages you don't yet understand, and tasting flavors that are completely new. This is the heart of travel, isn't it? It's the promise of discovery, the chance to step out of your everyday life and into a world brimming with possibilities. It's a feeling I live for, and one I know every true traveler understands deeply. This initial spark is what fuels our greatest adventures. It's the permission we give ourselves to dream, to wonder what lies beyond our own horizon. We start researching, planning, and envisioning the memories we are about to create. The world suddenly feels bigger, more accessible, and full of secrets just waiting to be uncovered. Every destination holds a unique promise, a different kind of story to tell. For me, the most compelling stories are whispered from places where history is not just in books, but is a living, breathing part of the landscape. It's in these places that we connect not only with a different culture, but with the grand, sweeping story of humanity itself. There are certain destinations that seem to hold more of this magic than others, places that have captivated the human imagination for centuries. They are the titans of travel, the bucket list toppers that promise not just a vacation, but a genuine transformation. If you're feeling that familiar pull, that desire for an experience that will stay with you forever, I want to talk about one such place. We are going to Egypt. When you think of Egypt, what comes to mind? The colossal pyramids of Giza, the enigmatic Sphinx tales of powerful pharaohs. And yes, Egypt is all of that, but it is so much more. This is a country that serves as a living bridge between the ancient world and the bustling energy of modern life. It's a place where you can stand in the shadow of a 4,500-year-old monument in the morning, and then sit down in a chic contemporary cafe in the afternoon. This incredible blend of old and new is something you feel in your bones from the moment you arrive. It's not a museum behind glass. It's a vibrant, dynamic culture that has been continuously evolving for thousands of years. Egypt is a destination that truly caters to the adventurer's spirit. It calls to those who aren't just content with seeing, but who want to feel a place. You feel it in the warm desert wind as it whips across the sand dunes. You feel it in the friendly voices calling out, "Welcome," in the crowded lanes of a Cairo bazaar. You feel it in the gentle rocking of a felucca as it glides along the timeless Nile River. This isn't a passive vacation. It's an immersive experience that engages all of your senses. It's for the curious, the dreamers, and anyone who believes that travel should be a grand, unforgettable story. What makes Egypt a must-see destination is its sheer, unapologetic grandeur. The scale of its history is almost impossible to comprehend until you are standing right in the middle of it. You're not just looking at ruins. You are walking through the very temples where priests once chanted, and standing in the tombs where kings and queens were laid to rest for eternity. Your journey will likely begin in Giza, on the outskirts of bustling Cairo. Nothing, and I mean nothing, can prepare you for the moment you first lay eyes on the Great Pyramids. They are so much larger and more imposing in person than you could ever imagine. You stand at their base, craning your neck to see the top, and you feel an overwhelming sense of awe. How did they build this? How has it stood for so long? These structures are not just piles of stone. They are a testament to human ingenuity, ambition, and the eternal quest for immortality. It's a moment that will, without a doubt, take your breath away. Just a short walk from the pyramids lies another legend, the Great Sphinx. There it sits, with the body of a lion and the head of a king, gazing stoically out over the horizon as it has for millennia. There's an aura of mystery around the Sphinx that is absolutely captivating. What has it seen over the centuries? It has watched empires rise and fall, witnessed the birth of new religions, and seen the world change in ways its creators could never have dreamed. Standing before it, you feel like you are in the presence of a silent guardian, a keeper of secrets that we will never fully understand. It's a humbling and deeply spiritual experience. But Egypt's ancient wonders extend far beyond Giza. The lifeblood of this civilization has always been the Nile River. and as you travel south along its banks, you uncover more treasures. In Luxor, often called the world's greatest open-air museum, you can explore the sprawling temple complex of Karnak and Luxor. Walking through the Avenue of Sphinxes and among the towering columns of the Great Hypostyle Hall feels like stepping into another world. You can almost hear the echoes of ancient ceremonies and feel the presence of the pharaohs who once walked these sacred grounds. And then there is the Valley of the Kings, the final resting place for rulers like Tutankhamun and Ramesses the Great. You descend into the earth, down long corridors painted with vibrant hieroglyphs that look as if they were painted just yesterday. These tombs were designed to be hidden forever, to protect the pharaohs on their journey to the afterlife. Being able to enter them today is an incredible privilege. It's a quiet, powerful reminder of the ancient Egyptians' profound beliefs about life, death, and eternity, and it connects you to their world in an intimate and unforgettable way. But Egypt's true character is always found in its people and its food. To truly understand this place, you have to dive into its culture with an open heart and, well, an empty stomach. Egyptian cuisine is a delicious melting pot. Middle Eastern flavors, North African flavors, fresh vegetables, savory spices, hearty grains. The national dish, kashari, is a must-try. Rice, lentils, macaroni, chickpeas topped with spicy tomato sauce topped with crispy fried onions. One bite, and you'll understand why it's beloved. Daily life in Egypt moves to a rhythm all its own. In the cities, there is a constant, vibrant energy. Call to prayer from minarets, haggling in markets, honking cars in traffic. It can feel chaotic at first, then you find the beauty, the pulse of a living city. Evenings, local cafes, sweet mint tea, strong coffee, play backgammon, and share stories. Sit and join them. Feel the warmth and hospitality. The hospitality here is something special. Egyptians proud and eager to share. Invited into a shop for a cup of tea, a stranger strikes up a conversation to welcome you. Small moments transform tours into cultural exchange. Interactions reveal the soul of Egypt. Generous, resilient, humorous, warm. People, not monuments, are the true heart. One of the most iconic and romantic ways to experience Egypt is by sailing on the Nile River. For a truly classic journey, you can book a multi-day cruise on a dahabeah, a traditional wooden sailboat. Imagine waking up to the sun rising over the green riverbanks, visiting lesser-known temples during the day, falling asleep under a blanket of stars. It's a slower, more intimate way to travel, allowing you to see a side of Egypt that many people miss. Small farming villages, fishermen casting their nets, children waving from the shore. For those who love the hustle and bustle of a great market, a visit to Cairo's Khan el-Khalili Bazaar is an absolute must. Getting lost in its labyrinthine alleys is an adventure in itself. This market has been the commercial heart of the city for centuries, and it's a feast for the senses. The air is thick with the scent of exotic spices and fragrant perfumes. Glittering lanterns, hand-carved wooden boxes, colorful carpets, beautiful silver jewelry. If you're craving a different kind of landscape, an excursion into the desert is an unforgettable experience. The Western Desert is home to the stunning White Desert, a surreal landscape of chalk-white rock formations sculpted by the wind into shapes resembling giant mushrooms and icebergs. Spending a night camping out here under the stars is a truly magical experience. The silence is profound. The night sky, free from city lights, is absolutely breathtaking. You'll feel like you've traveled to another planet. It's a powerful reminder of the diverse and often surprising natural beauty that Egypt has to offer. Even within the cities, adventure is easy to find. Instead of taking a tour bus, why not hop in a tuk-tuk for a thrilling ride through the back streets of Luxor? Or take a local ferry across the Nile with commuters for just a few pennies. These small, spontaneous adventures are often the most memorable. They push you slightly out of your comfort zone and allow you to see the country from a local's perspective. It's about more than just seeing the sights. It's about actively participating in the life of the place you are visiting, creating stories that are uniquely your own. It's the perfect place to practice your bargaining skills, share a laugh with a shopkeeper over a cup of tea, find the perfect, unique souvenir to remember your journey. Beyond food and buzz, deep-rooted traditions passed down generations. Artisans at work, intricate metalwork, beautiful textiles, delicate perfumes, age-old techniques in action. The importance of family, the cornerstone of society. Observe and respectfully engage. Gain deeper appreciation. Look past ancient history to the living culture thriving today. Egypt also challenges you. It's not always the easiest or most polished travel destination, and that's a huge part of its appeal. It's a place that asks you to be patient, to be observant, to be open. The reward for this is a travel experience that feels incredibly authentic and real. You are not a passive observer on a curated tour. You are an active participant in a world that is loud, vibrant, and beautifully complex. So what is it that makes Egypt so different, so special? I believe it's the powerful sense of timelessness that permeates everything. In many parts of the world, history feels distant, confined to museums or specific historical sites. But in Egypt, the past is an active participant in the present. You see farmers using methods along the Nile that their ancestors would recognize. You hear stories and myths that have been told for thousands of years. This unbroken thread connecting the ancient past to the vibrant present gives the country a depth and a soul that is unlike anywhere else on Earth. It's a place that feels ancient and yet eternally youthful at the same time. Another thing that sets Egypt apart is the sheer, undeniable power of its landscapes. It's a country of dramatic contrasts. Lush, green ribbon of the Nile Valley fields and wildlife teeming with life-vast, golden emptiness of the Sahara Desert. This duality has shaped the Egyptian mindset for millennia. Deep respect for the river that gives life, reverence for the desert that represents eternity. Standing at the edge of the desert, looking out at the endless sea of sand, is a humbling experience. It makes you feel small in the best possible way, connected to the raw, elemental forces of nature. Ultimately, the soul of Egypt lies in its ability to inspire wonder. It's a place that reignites that childlike sense of awe that can sometimes get lost in our adult lives. It's a destination that sparks your curiosity and fuels your imagination long after you've returned home. Egypt doesn't just give you beautiful photos, it gives you stories. We travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us. We journey to new places to feel, to learn, and to grow. Every trip adds a new chapter to our personal story. Now I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself on the deck of a boat, sun on your face, gliding down the Nile. Taste sweet mint tea in a bustling Cairo cafe. Smell spices in an ancient market. Feel awe as you gaze up at the Great Pyramids. This dream doesn't have to stay a dream. This adventure is waiting for you. The first step is the decision to go. Give yourself permission to explore. Give yourself permission to be curious. Give yourself permission to seek out life-changing experiences. Egypt is more than a destination. It's an invitation. Walk in the footsteps of pharaohs. Meet people with hearts as warm as the desert sun. Witness a civilization that has captivated the world for ages. Your Egyptian story is waiting to be written. Start planning, open your laptop and research. Read books, watch documentaries. Let your excitement build. Your Egyptian journey awaits. It will be more incredible than you can imagine.